Hello, hello, hello. Right when I started, a ambulance is driving by, and I was just thinking about how privileged I am to be about to complain, like, oh, those ambulances, oh, they're so loud with their sirens and stuff. I'm like, no, they're going to save someone's life. Let them be loud. Just hope that, they get where they're going, which isn't here. Anyways, yeah, so we're just going to jump into another solo challenge today. Though channel news is that yesterday we put up a video that is, which expansion should you buy in Terraforming Mars, where I went through all the expansions, a little bit about how they play, like literally like a little bit of a teach, but also like how does that shape the game and who is it for. If you haven't had a chance to see it, I highly recommend watching the video. It has received a very good reception, so I'm pretty happy with how things have gone, all things considered. And I think it'd be cool if you check it out if you didn't see it. Though I'm looking at this particular run and going, where the hell do we start? And to be honest, I think the answer... Well, there's a couple things going through my mind. One is that this is a good card and it's a space event. This card here could sell this plant production for 4 money production. It's maybe worth considering. The electro catapult we can build because we have an abundance of steel turn 1. And, if you really wanted money, you get the tropical resort as well and get rid of the heat that you get from this card, but that's a little bit overdone. So I think turn 1 we're just going to get our catapult and put it up. I don't think we'll be able to afford... Well, maybe we can. I don't know. Oh no, I have to buy the energy, that's why. So I have to buy an $11 power plant to have the privilege to sell my steel. And I haven't even sold half of it yet, but we're selling some steel, that's good. And then we'll sell a little bit more steel. We have 11 steel. We're looking to get some production of steel in the future, but for now, we're kind of just chilling. None of these are great other than potentially the carbonate processing, which I can grab. So let's just start off right away with the steel cell. Then we'll get our productions up. And then, despite plants being extremely pog valuable, I do like the idea of getting a little bit of money production this early. We still have 12 productions. 12 times 4 is like 50 bucks. It's 48. Worth of cash monies. And we're investing steel, which we don't have a better use for. Though right now, steel cards are basically not a thing for us because the 4 steel we have is kind of required for stuff, and Space Elevator actually is going to add to that burden. I don't think I have a Jovian. Like, I want this. And I also kind of want this, because that could really help with our energy problems, and we don't have energy tags, so I can't do the power supply consortium. It's a mess. So now we're desperate for some steel production. I'm not going to use any steel in this construction. And here's the thing, that plant production we shed to get $4 a turn, well, maybe I should have kept it just so I had plants to sell. But there's an industrial center, which is actually going to be so good for us. And we got some power plants going. Heyo. That is so... dag-nabbit good. I'm not going to sell any or use any of the steel for other things regardless, because I want to make sure I have 2 steel next turn. But this is like that taxation video I made where we were like, yo, we're just, taxing for the monies. So now we're buying steel production. Remember, you don't really need to go above, I'm trying to think, like, usually getting up to 5 is, like, quite high. This is awesome. I didn't even realize that I had that card was so cheap. $6 to convert 1 energy into 6 or into 3 heat production. That's awesome. Anyways, we're in a good spot, is basically what I'm trying to say. We don't need Space Mirror. I don't see anything else to do, though. And I can spend $7 to get a steel production, which I think is better than buying this card. Rad Suits is good. I think the energy is good, actually. Use our titanium. And then the nitrate producing, just because I have a feeling... Oh, never mind. I forgot to factor in that we need $7 for our steel production increase, which I will start with. And now let's talk. Like, I'm pretty sure I want to buy the Space Mirrors and the Rad Suits, but I'm $1 shy. Which means I'm $1 shy of getting both of these. Ugh. See, this is an income and a point. This is an income and a point that you can do multiple times. Seeing as I bought the microbes, I might as well do it. But I'm not super happy about it. Like, if I had the foresight to actually remember to include the $7 I needed to spend on this, I would have only grabbed Rad Suits and Space Mirrors, because Space Mirrors at least will help me on the energy side going into heat, and the Rad Suits gives me $1 per turn anyway. But since I couldn't buy both, I decided to go for the microbes. I kind of want all of these. And then just make it work. I mean, the asteroid mining is weak in a sense. But, like, not really weak. Because I'm planning on having extra titanium. Let's see, what can I get this turn? I want to get these two things so that I can Ironworks next turn. Which leaves me enough for either of these. The question, yeah, I was going to buy a steel production instead. Which I honestly think is better, because next turn I can buy a steel production and sponsors. And we could get Earth Office, technically. I'm going to do the steel production just because I know I need a little bit more to be where I want to be. Under the sea. In an octopus's garden, in the shade. Don't at me. But yeah, okay. I mean, the money is more flexible. The big thing is that I knew I had things to put the steel to do. In fact, I have lots of things to put the steel into. This is good. So I have a little trick I'm going to try here. I'm going to use all of my steel to buy this card. Okay. And then I'm going to use the card to make 2 steel. And then I'm going to use the steel I got back. And that's going to be what we sell for the monies. Now, we're really low on plants, seeing as we have no plant production. But I don't think that that's cause for concern now that we have some oxygen pumps coming in from a couple of sources, and we have the ability to get a second source if we get the energy for it, which we could do with this combination of cards. So now it's time for this. And now do I have too much steel? I don't think I do. Like, I'd rather get 1 steel production than $1 production. It's a really good outlet for cash that we're going to make money on. Like, there's 7 production cycles worth $14 worth of steel for $7 up front. Right? Like, doubling your cash value over the course of the game. I don't think we want the mine, because the mine we just do anyway with our pay $7 to get a card. I like the magnetic field dome, but we have power actions that I think are better. So let's just exercise our right to sell steel. And now if you think about it, we have 4 steel production after selling, because we get 2 more from this. So it's a pretty good spot to be. See, I like rad suits. I still kind of want to get rad suits, but I'm wondering if that's a great candidate for the Mars University to swap out. Because it's only really a point and a little bit of production. Remember that events are good for us, and I haven't even, like, have I played a single event? Yes, I have, okay. But I think now I want the titanium income, because this is just good. But now I have 2 titanium coming in, which is going to help me afford Beam from a Thorium Asteroid, which needs me to have a Jovian tag, which I just got by getting the titanium production, so, like, yay. And then also there's the idea that Comet is also titanium like requirements, so you know, it's just good. Now this is ready for another TR next round. Do I buy 1 more steel production? I'm gonna not, because I have an expensive Jovian card I want to buy next turn. So saving up my money seems very important. We have 1 science right now, but we can dig. We can dig. Yes, we can. Look at us go with our money with these elevators. And right here we got a TR. Mmm, delicious. This is going well so far. It really is. And then we do this heat bump to get another little bit of heat coming in. This gives me card draw, which I think I want right now. And I'm going to get rid of this event. Earth Office, don't mind if I do. So I'm going to buy whatever comes up here. Because if it's good, it's good. If it's not, we can use to swap. Honestly, I'm thinking about doing the Comet this turn, just to get these 2 cards from this ocean. But that puts back a whole cycle of Ironworks being able to be used. Yeah, I think we'll have to science next turn. Look at that, 8 energy coming in. And I'm going to buy Earth Office because I will not sell it. Okay. Okie dokie. We're up to 16 heat. Got a lot of metals coming in. We're selling a lot of metals. Whew. Even something like methane from Titan is good, honestly. But now I'm getting into territory where these cards are production and they take so long to pay off. Like, this is just too expensive. It's really good for points, though. What if I take it with the option of selling it? Does that make us feel better? Let's look at the top card. I'll take Flooding. It's a pretty cheap event that helps us actually win the game. Not get a high score, but, like, just win. And then here we spend a bunch of steel. I'm going to overspend on steel. I know that when you start overspending on things that you start losing the value calculation that you made in the past, but now tags of science. I'm going to play the restricted area up here for a card. I feel like Methane from Titan's the one that's got to go. But we're going to have space discounts, you know? I'm going to get rid of Noctis City. Not building any greeneries, so why have cities? Adapted Lichen, now we can get greens. Nice. I will spend $2 on a card, please. Now we've got a little bit of card draw going on. So you need one more science tag, I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to play this for a plant. Then I'm going to get rid of Space Mirrors because I don't need energy that badly, I don't think. Let's heat the planet a couple of times. Make a microbe, our first one. I can get grass for $1 more, but I think it's better. Ooh, Giant Ice Asteroid. See, this is what happens when you start ripping through the deck. I think Adapted Lichen is the best choice right now. 4 plants for $9. It also means that we'll have 2 plants next round, so if I put a bunch of oceans down, which I'm thinking about putting down 3, I can play Nitrolithic Moss and grass and some stuff. Minus 14, I could still play this card. But it's really expensive to get 2 plant production. Which I already have enough ways of getting plant production, and I'm not sure that playing all of them is cost effective. Let alone 16. What do we get? Bushes? Oh, okay. Don't want Rover Construction, despite it being steel. A steel card, rather. So I think the thing to do here is to flood. Well, first I want to buy this. This is just too expensive. Well, I have a lot of titanium. Well, nah. I need the titanium. Ooh, Lichen. So now I'm going to flood. And I'm going to flood for more titanium. Then I'm going to Giant Ice Asteroid for all of that titanium. Oh, that feels good. And we'll get the 2 cards. And drop for some greens over here. Now I can play bushes and Nitrolithic Moss. The thing is that if I could play grass, I would be in like a greenery this turn, which would give us a heat bump this turn. So I think I'm going to do that, which means I have to sell a couple of cards. But I don't plan on doing this microbe strategy. And Business Contact is so good because we get $2 back because it's an event. But I'm still going to sell it because getting grass this turn... You know what? Maybe getting Nitrolithic Moss this turn is really the devil here. Just because grass is so immediately powerful, and Nitrolithic Moss is only going to get us as much plant as grass would have gotten anyway. Except this gives us the 2 more TR this turn. Which honestly, you know, is only like $2 a couple of times or whatever, but it really adds up. It's all these edging of just like a little bit more, a little bit sooner, a little bit more, a little bit sooner that really keeps you in the game. Large convoy is really bad for value, but part of me thinks that maybe you do it anyway. And I don't have any building tags I want to copy, so I guess I take this. And then I'm going to play this. It's all kind of bad. Windmills is at least worth a point. And Dust Seals is also worth a point, so sure. Algae. Plantation's good for us. And then before I screw it up, here's Dust Seals down. And then we sell our things that we sell, because we're adults and we like to sell. I think we're on good pace. Like, we're producing a lot of things. Time to comet. I haven't sat down and like calculated our heat yet, but presumably now we're you know, we're spilling over into heat with 4 energy on top of the 11 we're making. It's about 2 a turn, so 2, 2. We're close. I almost want to buy Lycan, but it's so not cost effective. Like, it really isn't cost effective. But neither are any of my other real options. But like, this is, you know, a quarter. You'll get two plants, right? So a quarter of a greenery for $7 is just not. It's just not that great. Now, if I play Large Convoy a turn early, it kind of sucks, to be honest. Really expensive. Now we have to look for something to use our titanium on. But it gives us a bunch of plants right now instead of animals. It puts an ocean down, which means now I can play all this other stuff. Now we got Media Group. Ugh. And I think Algae is worth playing, because it's like Lycan, except you're going to get much more out of it. Not that we need it, to be honest. We really just need the oceans and stuff. But it's still good. Still, like, you get a lot of scoops off the board and stuff. Okay. Okie dokie. We have 2 more heat bumps in the tank. A couple more after that. We really need oceans. I mean, how many plant tags do we have? This is kind of worth it just for the heat bump. So we can play Media Group, but let's go grab our cards first. Oh, I should have bought that. It was a science tag that uses steel. I didn't take it because I was like, I don't want the income. And it had a point on it. I don't want the income, but oh, you know. Sometimes you're just a dum-dum. Your name is a cereal box. So this card here we go even on. We spent $3 to buy it, $2 to play it, and we get just that much back. And I do think that we're better off getting some scientific. I didn't want to play Plantation last round, which means this round is even worse. So I'll buy shuttles because I love cost reduction. Let me buy Lagrange. Cupola is unplayable. So is Underground Detonation, but that's fine. That's okay. I'm gonna go grab a card first here. Virus. Ugh. We make money on playing it though. We sure do. Let's go make our TR. This has been, nitrite producing bacteria has been good for us. I will say that. It's slow, but we were able to do it. Yeah, I'm really sad I didn't grab the med lab. It would have cost me $3 to buy it, but it would have made us $6 worth of money production, because we would have had 12 building tags, and it would have been near free for a point. In fact, we would have made $3 of profit. Just kicking myself. We still need a couple of oceans, but otherwise, we're good. I'm going to use the virus to go kill 2 animals of the neutral. Ha! Sucker. And we made a movie about it and got rich. So right now, we have 16 heat that will be in the pool. If I used all my energy. The thing is that basically I want to make sure that at least 8 energy goes across. So I'm going to do one of these bumps. And then this will be 3 heat bumps next turn. And then we don't have to worry about it. So all we have left is oceans. I could standard project some oceans, but I think it's best to wait. So I'm going to pass. Because we could get a card for oceans, like Lake Marineris or something, and only needing 1 ocean just feels like a waste. But if we get no oceans, then we buy a couple, and then the ocean we could have bought, you know, we could have bought it. I'll take these. And start with research. Big asteroid. We actually don't need you. And you're a negative point. Investment loan. Hey-oh. That's pretty good. So we buy a card. Quickly peek at what it is. Tectonic stress power. Hey, at least it's a point for our steel. And can't buy this because 4% oxygen requirement. So back to using the abilities of those cards to sell some steel, make some profits. This is not ever going to work, and I should have just left it unused in case I got a card that gave me microbes. But it is what it is. So you are going to get bought for 6 steel. Oh, I still get to discard a card. Well, we don't need the big asteroid. We definitely don't need Soletta. So then I make a physic. A delicious physic for 2 points. Do I have enough for you? Yes, I do. So that's a point as well. 1, 2, 3. Investment loan we make like 10, 15 bucks on. We made a movie about taking a loan. We have none shame. So now we have to buy aquifers. And now, realistically, we need to buy cities, because those are going to be the highest point things we can do. None of this is worth points. I mean, let's steal $3, because it costs us $1 to do, but then we get 2 and 3, and, you know, profit, profit, profit. So if I buy a city, I place it here, and I buy a city, and I place it here. Then I take a greenery and I shove it in between. Let's see. Now, I want to have 16 plants next turn, which means I need to scoop at least like one more. And we have one. So I take this and I buy another city and I place it here. And I'm pretty sure that means I can go down here for these 2 plants. And now we're at 16 in the post phase, and I can put them here and wherever. Oh, I'm kind of crazy. I could spend $2 on this because I have a steel. Oh, I could have done my energy action. Oh no, I didn't want to, because then I can change 6 energy into money. Oh, I can't play plantation. I am $1 short. Well, that's too bad. I think we'll just pass. I think we're all happy with the value that we've extracted from this run. And then one more greenery. You know what? Our brand new city down here needs a little bit more love. Because it's so waterfront and stuff, you know? It's just so good. And there we go. Nice. Kind of relaxing, good run. Good things happened. We got good space events. We got good abilities to sell things. 99 points. You know, I feel like this could have been a 100+ run, but we'll never know. I mean, maybe we will know. Maybe somebody will go back through the logs and be like, here, you could have spent this, and that would have done this. But either way, I'm very happy with how it went. I'm sure you guys enjoyed watching, so I'll see you next time. Cheers.